Well, a single Powerball ticket in Los Angeles has won the $1 billion jackpot. The lucky ticket holder beat the odds of 1 in 292 million to bring home the $1.08 billion prize. But it's not the largest total ever. It's not even the second largest. It's the sixth largest jackpot and the fourth since 2022 to total more than $1 billion. So experts say officials have worked to make the game even harder in recent years in an effort to push those jackpot numbers higher and higher. And today on our panel, the money coach and the money smart guy, Lynette Calfani-Cox and Matt Cipolla. So Matt, kind of unbelievable that the $1 billion jackpot is the sixth largest. Experts say that the game is now built to make your chances to win lower, driving the grand prizes higher. So is this all just a marketing game? Who really wins here?
There's a 1 in 292 million chance to winning the Powerball. You're most likely to get attacked by a shark and killed by a shark, die in a plane crash, get struck by lightning, and win an Olympic gold medal than winning the Powerball. So in my personal opinion, the people that are really winning, it's not the people playing it, it's the state governments and the federal governments that are sponsoring it and collecting additional revenues in addition to what they're collecting from the other state taxes that they're bringing in already.
All right. Well, from those two scenarios, I'd take the cash. So, Lynette, a recent article in the Wall Street Journal cites people are starting to lose their enthusiasm for these flashy jackpots. Does it feel like more smoke and mirrors, or is lotto fever, is it still alive and well, do you think?
I think it's definitely alive and well. I really don't think that the two are mutually exclusive when it comes to folks who are going to play the games that have better odds, say 1 in 24 versus, say, 1 in 300 million. Just the fact that these big, mega $1 billion payouts are more common doesn't mean we're not going to have, a huge amount of enthusiasm. Think about it this way. Every year Hollywood gives out the Oscars, right? And the Academy Awards, and people still want to see what happens, even though we know it's going to happen every year. Every year there's a Super Bowl that happens, and the best, on the football field go out there and play. And there's massive amounts of, attention for both of these kind of things globally. So I kind of think it's the same phenomena with Mega Millions and Powerball. You're still going to have a lot of people with a hope and a prayer and a dream that they too can hit it rich.
So, Matt, experts say some of these smaller games have actually become more popular as people win more often, that is. So what is the takeaway here? What's the thesis?
Listen, I'm scarred as a child watching my father every Saturday morning go into Citgo gas station in Chicago on Ogden Avenue, spending $80 a month, that's $20 a week. Had he redirected that money and put it inside either index fund, inside a mutual fund, or even a life insurance retirement plan, that $80 just with a 6% interest over a 40-year period would have turned $160,000 over a 40-year period. Instead of me helping him out in retirement, he could help support himself. And the folks that are playing the $80, you already know guaranteed the odds are stacked against you. You're not winning, but if you put that money to work for you instead, and you can control that, you're better off.
All right. I like ending on some concrete results. Lynette, Matt, thank you both for joining us. Great conversation. And we will be back after the break.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.